I will try to outline the main tenets of the international consensus on water issues, as well as a very brief outline of the programs of the Italian Development Cooperation in this area. Today we celebrate the World Water Day within the 2013 International Year of Water Cooperation, initiated by a specific resolution, 65/154 of the United Nations General Assembly. One of the main objectives of the World Water Day is to raise the awareness of the international community about the increasing importance of water cooperation at the international level, to facilitate a dialogue among all actors, to share experiences and promote innovative solutions to encourage a sustainable management of fresh water resources. Water is becoming increasingly scarce on the planet, and therefore there is a need for an efficient and sustainable use of it. Moreover, given the close link between water, food security, agriculture, which represents almost 70% of the whole water consumption, and energy, there is an urgent need for an integrated approach to cope with this issue. Water is indeed essential for human health and well-being, food and energy production, social and economic stability. The growing pressure on water resources creates potential competition between different users and makes it more difficult to manage water in a sustainable manner. No sustainable development and lasting peace is possible, especially in the areas affected by scarcity of water, without access to water and basic sanitation. This is increasingly recognized by the international community. Water cooperation issues are therefore raising up to the top of the international agenda. The universal right to water was recognized by the UN General Assembly in 2010, and water-related issues have often appeared on the G8 and G20 agenda in recent years. The European Union, too, is devoting an increasing attention to water and sanitation. The EU foreign ministers at the informal Gymnich meeting in September 2012, so very recently, agreed on the need to address the central issue of water, adopting a comprehensive approach to face the challenge that in the next future, almost 3 billion people will face shortage of water. An integrated water management system provided by the comprehensive approach could prove to be crucial in order to face this challenge. Another important tool in improving water cooperation at international level is provided by the Convention on the Law of the Non-Navigational Uses of Transboundary Watercourses, adopted by the United Nations in 1997, aimed at promoting an efficient, equitable, and shared use of water resources in its different utilizations among riparian states in order to strengthen peace and stability. The Convention has been ratified recently by Italy. Also, the outcome document of the Rio Conference Plus 20, the document that was headed Future We Want, recognizes the central role played by water for the achievement of sustainable development. The Rio Declaration reiterates the commitment to halve the proportion of people without access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation, and the need for an integrated water resource management system in order to reduce water pollution, to increase water quality, to improve wastewater treatment and water efficiency, and avoid water-related disasters such as floods and droughts. Water will also play an important role in the debate. This is a very important issue of the current international agenda concerning the post-2015 development agenda and the identification of the future Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Actually, in 2015, the present Millennium Development Goals will expire. And consequently, there is a widespread view, which is supported and shared by Italy, that the future Sustainable Development Goals which will integrate the existing Millennium Development Goals, should include specific and measurable targets and indicators concerning water and sanitation. It is worth mentioning that according to the UN Secretary General's Advisory Board on Water and Sanitation, the Millennium Development Goal drinking water target has been met, but there are still 780 million people without access to improved sources of drinking water. The situation is far worse concerning access to sanitation, since still 2.5 billion people continue to lack the basic service which is essential for public health and human dignity. Allow me to say a few words on the Italian Development Corporation and its programs in the water development and water management issues. The Italian Corporation attaches high priority to the achievement on the Millennium Development Goal number 7 on environmental issues, which includes, among others, the commitment to halve by 2015 the proportion of the world population lacking access to drinking water and basic sanitation. Moreover, the planning guidelines adopted by the Italian Corporation for the 3 years 2013-2015 include environment with special reference to water among its priority sectors of intervention. During the 6th World Water Forum of Marseille and at the Rio Conference on Sustainable Development in 2012, the Italian Development Corporation organized workshops and side events related to water sanitation. Furthermore, it is our intention to actively participate in the next Expo Milan in 2015, which will deserve special attention to water-related issues. The Italian Development Corporation is also planning to adopt in the near future specific guidelines on water issues. These guidelines, based on the principles of sustainable and efficient use of water resources, are aimed at improving the quality of our development cooperation programs related to water and sanitation. Over the last few years, the Italian Development Corporation has played an active role in supporting an adequate and sustainable development of water resources, especially in the Middle East region and in the Mediterranean, by the implementation of several projects. These include, among others, interventions in Lebanon for wastewater treatment, installation of water supplies and sewage disposals, programs in Morocco for improving safe drinking water in rural areas, access to water resources and environmental hygiene, projects in Jordan for the rehabilitation of an aqueduct and a World Bank feasibility study for the Red Sea, Dead Sea Channel, and in Albania, a project for the rehabilitation of the water system in Tirana. In Iraq, I would like to mention important programs aimed at improving the management of water resources. In Ethiopia, a program aimed at improving access to safe water and adequate access to sanitation services. In Kenya, a debt swap program to finance 25 water initiatives, and a project for the completion of 2 aqueducts in Mozambique, the construction of a hydroelectric station and a wastewater drainage system, and in Vietnam, the improvement of the drainage and sewage systems, the upgrade of the water supply, and updating of the national flood forecast and warning systems. Moreover, some programs carried out by the Italian Corporation deal with transfer of knowledge and capacity building. For example, in Egypt and Iraq, the Italian Development Corporation funded initiatives aimed at strengthening the capacity building and the acquisition of data and sharing in order to provide the beneficiaries with an enhanced planning capacity and a better use of water resources. The Italian Corporation considers the efficient use of water as an important tool for promoting peaceful relations, For example, Italy funded a significant feasibility program named EXACT in Jordan, Israel, and the Palestinian territories. The main goal of this program was to promote a close cooperation among these countries in the management of the scarce water resources of the region. This initiative received a positive evaluation as a confidence-building program able to promote peace and stability in the region. The Italian Development Cooperation streamlines water security-related aspects in its development assistance programs, in particular those carried out in response to humanitarian crises, as was the case for the Horn of Africa, in order to address climatic change-related disasters. The Italian Development Corporation participates in regional initiatives aimed to facilitate a dialogue to foster peace and strengthening capacity in building cooperation among the countries that share transboundary groundwater. A successful example is the Nile River Basin Program, financed through the Food and Agricultural Organization, that promotes a close transboundary water management cooperation for a shared utilization of water resources, access to drinkable water, food and agriculture, energy among 16 countries. These regional programs aimed at fostering cooperation in water resources are crucial in areas such as the Middle East, where they provide an important contribution to peace and security. Finally, I'd like to thank again Ca' Foscari for hosting this event. The Italian cooperation attaches the utmost importance to its cooperation with the university system. Just yesterday afternoon, we had a meeting in Rome on this issue. We definitely encourage the universities, and today's event is indeed a significant best practice to this effect, to open their doors to academicians, researchers, students, and the civil society at large, with the aim to discuss and promote social awareness on global issues such as water that are crucial to sustainable development and indeed to our future. Thank you very much.